I raised my fiancé's 10 children. After he left us, 30 years later, his attorney appeared at my door and said, he asked me to deliver this envelope today. He vanished 7 days before our wedding, and everyone told me to let his 10 children go too. I found the note on a Tuesday. Kitchen table, Robert's handwriting. I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore. No reason, no goodbye, just gone. His truck was missing, his phone was off, the kids had no idea where their father was, and neither did I. My mother arrived within the hour. She didn't even take off her coat. You are not responsible for these children, she said. They have aunts, uncles. The system exists for exactly this situation. Walk away before you ruin your life. I looked at Sophie. She was 3 years old. She was sitting on the kitchen floor holding one sock, waiting for someone to put it on her foot. Get out of my house, I told my mother. She didn't speak to me for 2 years after that. I signed the guardianship papers alone. A social worker pulled me aside and said quietly, 10 children is too many for one person. You will break. I signed anyway. 10 signatures. One for each child. My hand didn't shake once. The first month, I nearly lost the house. Robert had stopped paying the mortgage before he left. I found out when a letter arrived from the bank. No warning. Just a number that made me sit down on the floor. I worked double shifts at a fabric warehouse during the day. I came home and sewed uniforms until midnight. Amanda, who was 15, cooked dinner every night without being asked. Derek fixed the leaking sink with a YouTube video and a wrench he found in the garage. The quadruplets fought loudly over who got to dry the dishes. We were a disaster, but we were together. My aunt called me foolish at Christmas dinner, right at the table, in front of everyone. You threw your future away for someone else's children. Robert isn't coming back. Those kids will forget you the second they grow up. She laughed like it was obvious. I smiled and passed the potatoes. A man I dated for 4 years disappeared the moment I said I loved his 10 children. I stopped mentioning it. I stopped dating. The years passed the way hard years do, fast and brutal and full of small things that mattered more than I expected. Sophie started kindergarten. The twins graduated high school. Derek got an engineering job. Amanda became a nurse. One by one, they built lives, real lives, and every single Saturday, they came home. My house was never quiet on Saturdays. Grandchildren running through every room, food on every surface, somebody always arguing about the TV, somebody else always laughing at nothing. Robert had left, but we were 15 people now. We had built a family out of the wreckage he left behind. I never stopped wondering why he left. I told myself I didn't care. I told myself that for 30 years. I got very good at believing it most days. Then the man in the gray suit knocked on my door. It was a Saturday. The house was full. Amanda was in the kitchen. The grandkids were in the backyard. I opened the door expecting the neighbor from down the street. He wasn't the neighbor. My name is Mr. Johnson, he said. He was holding a manila envelope. My name was written across the front in handwriting I recognized immediately. My stomach dropped hard. I'm Robert's attorney, he said. He gave me very specific instructions. I was to deliver this envelope to you today, exactly 30 years after he left. The yard went quiet behind me. I don't know when the grandchildren stopped running. I don't know when Amanda appeared at my shoulder. I only know that when I looked down at that envelope, my hands were shaking for the first time since the day I signed those guardianship papers. He's been watching, Mr. Johnson said carefully. He wanted you to know that. 30 years. 10 children raised alone. A mortgage I nearly lost. Nights I cried in the bathroom with the fan on so no one would hear me. Birthday cakes baked at midnight. Graduations where I sat alone in a crowd of 2-parent families. And he had been watching. Is he alive? I asked. Mr. Johnson paused just long enough. Ma'am, he said. Everything you need to know is inside. I took the envelope. My name in Robert's handwriting stared back at me. Amanda pressed her hand to my back. The whole family had gone silent behind me. I slid my finger under the seal. Full story on channel, link below.